And welcome to my YouTube channel EXP19 Excel Chapter 8 Cap Golden State 5K. We can move to the instruction file. So assignment title is the EXP19 Excel Chapter 8 Cap Golden State 5K. If you want to complete assignment or exam, you can contact on my WhatsApp link and email. If you want to complete MylTLab courses, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Access, we can do online courses, accounting, math, stat, finance, economics, and other courses. So we can move to the step number 1. Step number 1 is the start Excel, download and open the file name exp19 Excel chapter 8 cap golden state 5k grader has automatically added your last name to the beginning of the file name. Go to the Excel worksheet. I have already downloaded the Excel file. So step number 1 is a complete. We can move to the step number 2. Step number Step number 2 is a ensure the race result worksheet active. Then I use the frequency function to calculate the frequency distribution of the race result in the column D. Place your result in the range G4 to G9. Go to the race result worksheet. Race result worksheet. Then use the frequency function to calculate the frequency distribution of the race result in the column D. Insert the frequency function. Range is a G4 to G9. Select the cell as G4 and type is equal to and type the frequency function. Double click frequency function and open the frequency function. Calculate the frequency distribution of the race result in the column D. Data array is a time column D4 to D53. Data array and bins array is a distribution race result column D. F4 to F9 duration column. Click OK. So step number 2 is a complete. We can move to the step number 3. So step number 3 is a enter a function in a cell F22 to calculate the correlation between age column C and race time column D. Go to the Excel worksheet and enter a function cell F22. Selected cell is a F22. And calculate the correlation between age column C and race time column D. Type is equal to and type the correl function. Double click the correl function and open the correl function. And array 1 is a correlation between age column C and race time column D. Column C is the C4 to C53. Selected the range. And array 2 is the D4 to duration column. Sorry, time column is D4 to D53. Selected the range. Click OK. So step number 3 is a complete. We can move to the step number 4. Step number 4 is the enter a function in the cell G22, calculate the covariance between age and race time. Insert the function is a G22 covariance function. Go to the Excel worksheet and select the cell as G22. Type is equal to and type the calculate the covariance between the age and race time. So insert a function is a covariance function. Open the covariance function and array 1 is the age and race time. Time column and age column. Selected the range is the age column C4 to C53. And array 2 is the time column D4 to D53. Selected the range and click OK. So step number 4 is a complete. We can move to the step number 5. Step number 5 is enter a function in the cell H22, calculate the variance of the ages dataset, and note this is the sample of data, not population. Insert the function is variance in the cell H22. Type is equal to and type the variance function. And type the variance function. Variance of ages in the dataset. Note that the sample of data, not population. Insert a variance function and range is a type the range is a age C4 to C53. Range is selected and click OK. So step number 5 is a complete. We can move to the step number 6. So step number 6 is a enter a function in a cell I22, calculate the standard deviation of the range of the ages in the dataset. Insert a function I22 and insert a function is a stat. Type is equal to and type the stat function. Open the stat function. Calculate the standard deviation of the edges in the dataset. And select the range as a age column C4 to C53. Click OK. So step number 6 is a complete. We can move to the step number 7. Step number 7 is a ensure the data analysis toolpack adds in active. Use the data analysis toolpack to create an histogram with the chart output starting in a cell H12 based on the edges of runner surveyed. Use the range F30 to F18 as the bin range. Ensure the chart column chart output cumulative percentage included in the result. Place the upper left and corner chart in the cell L3. Ensure the data analysis toolpack. Go to the data tab and add in a active. Use the data analysis toolpack. Create a histogram with the chart output starting in a cell H12. Go to the data tab and analyze group and select the data analysis to create a histogram with the chart output starting in the cell H12. Insert the histogram chart. Select the histogram chart and click OK. And input range is a and output starting in a cell H12 based on the runners surveyed. Use the range F30 to F18 as the bin range. Input range is a ages C4 to C53 and bin range is a F3 to F18. F30 to F18 is the age column. F30 to F18. Use the bin range is the F30 to F18. Ensure the chart output cumulative percentage included in the result and select the label checkbox and output range is the output range is H12. Output starting in a cell H12 and select the cell is H12 and cumulative percentage in chart output and cumulative percentage included this result. Ensure the chart output and cumulative percentage included in this result. Cumulative percent and select the chart output. Click OK. So insert the chart, histogram chart. So step number 7 is a complete. We can move to the step number 8. Step number 8 is ensure the Voltan info worksheet is active. Use the data analysis toolpack. Perform the single factor ANOVA on the range C5 to E21. Included the column label. Place the result is starting in a cell G5. Go to the Voltan info worksheet. Voltan info worksheet and use the data analysis toolpack to perform the single factor ANOVA in the range C5 to E21. Go to the data tab and analyze group and select the data analysis and apply the single factor ANOVA. ANOVA single factor, click OK. On the range is C5 to E21. C5 to E21 and input range is a C5 to E21 and perform included the column label. Select the label in the first row and place the result as a G5. So output range is a G5. Starting cell in a G5 and click OK. So step number 8 is a complete. We can move to the step number 9. So step number 9 is create a forecast sheet that depict year-over-year growth participation for the city's Los Angeles. Set the forecast and year 2025 and place the result on the new worksheet is named 2025 forecast. Create a forecast sheet. Go to the data tab. Your growth participation for the city of Los Angeles and set the forecast year and 2025. Place the result in the new worksheet. Go to the data tab and forecast group and click the forecast sheet. Select the range, click a forecast worksheet. Set the forecast and year is 2025. 2025 and click create and place the result as a new worksheet. Sheet 1 is a new worksheet and new worksheet name is a 2025 forecast. Copy the name and right click a rename and paste the worksheet name. So step number 9 is complete.